In this tutorial I will show you how to create and animate simple kinematic systems with ASOM version 7. Let's begin with a one-bar mechanism, a hinge. For this I choose from the tab Elements in the menu ribbon the kinematic element bar. I'll just place that anywhere on the canvas and then add a fixed bearing at one end. Now I'll choose a drive, in this case a relative rotary drive. With this I can define an animation by defining the angular velocity between the bar and the fixed bearing. To check the animation I press the play button below the motion control panel at the bottom. Alternatively I can just move through the animation manually with the slider. Now I'll expand the system by adding more bars to it until I have a 4-bar mechanism, for example. To complete this I have to add another fixed bearing. Like I did before, I'll just check the kinematic system by starting the animation. There is no need to restrict yourself to having just one single kinematic system on your canvas. You can add an arbitrary number of additional systems to the same project and run them simultaneously. I will now create an additional slider crank mechanism. And to animate this, I'll choose an absolute linear drive. In a very similar way, you can, for example, also create gear pairs. Here I'm creating part of a planetary gear train, for example. For this I'll anchor the rotational center of the sun gear with a fixed bearing and attach the planet gear to the sun gear with an auxiliary bar. Additionally, I'll fix the angle of the sun gear so it cannot move. Then I'll place a drive on the planet gear so that in this combination the planet gear can move inside the sun gear about the center of the sun gear, as you can see here. There exist more basic kinematic elements, like for example the rack-and-pinion. And this too can be animated accordingly after correct definition of corresponding degrees of freedom. For practice, I recommend trying out other combinations of the various kinematic elements on your own. Thank you for watching.